Welcome to the Small People Show with me, Auntie Vashti, where we laugh, we learn, and we love. It's a brand new day, a brand new week, and of course, I've got a brand new story to share because it's Monday, and every Monday we do some reading. This is the Small People Show, and we want to hear from our small people. Of course. Good afternoon. I don't know if Sarah is here with me. Good afternoon, Sarah. I just heard your voice. uh, so today I'm supposed to be joined with Parison, but I'm not seeing her. Hi, Parison. Good
Hi,
afternoon.
Vashti.
How are you today?
I am fine, thank you. How are you?
I am good too. How is your day going?
It's fine.
It's fine. Okay.
No, it's awesome.
It's that's your word in a person. It's awesome. Okay. So, what made it awesome? What did you do today?
We did math,
Okay, you did math. Okay. And what else did you do today at school?
spellings,
Spelling. So you did math, spelling. Anything else?
language arts.
Language arts. Okay. So, what's something that you learned today that you'd like to share with our small people? Anything at all?
Math.
Uh huh. What about math?
My teacher gave me. It's like we have this poem. If we don't understand it, like if my big sister, like if I had a big sister and she didn't have a math, I would like say to her, more on the top, no need to stop. More on the floor, go next door and borrow 10 more.
Okay. So wait there. Is it that you're doing addition today or subtraction? What were you doing?
It's anyone. If you don't understand any of them, it's you can always go in that poem.
Okay, okay, nice. Okay, so today we have an interesting story for those of you who you may not know Parson. Parson, she's 8 years old. She's a grade 3 student at the New Providence Primary School, and she enjoys track and field and she loves swimming. Did you do anything fun over the weekend, Parson?
Yes, Auntie Vashti.
Okay, what did you do?
Went in the pool.
Okay, so okay, what did you do in the pool? Did you actually swim? Because I know you love to swim.
Yes, Auntie Vashti. I float on my back and then I went under the water and stayed under there. And then I
For
act
how long? For
like
how long?
I
Uh,
think I think about 1 hour.
1 hour you stayed under the water, person?
Yes, Auntie Vashti. And swim.
And what?
And swim.
Okay. So you swim for 1 hour, but you didn't stay under the water for 1 hour because you wouldn't be alive today, person, if you stayed under it for
Oh,
one
I mean,
hour.
like, I think it's about 10 minutes or I don't
Oh,
know.
okay,
Um,
okay, okay. And what else did you do? So you
then I
swim,
got pizza.
you got pizza. Oh, nice. Okay, so it sounds like you had a great weekend. I like that. All right, good. All right, Parson. So today, the title of our story. Do you have your story in front of you?
Yes, and Divash, it's Dennis and the Dream Factory.
Yes. All right. So let's get into things. So you'll start and I'll continue. So you can go.
Dennis didn't feel like sleeping. He had gone to bed. He had gone to bed at at the same time every night for as long as he could remember. He was tired, not sleepy, and not sleepy, not and not tired. More like
Sick
like
and
sick,
tired
sick or tired of going to school. When
of
his
going to
parents
bed.
told him, when his parents told him to, so One night he one one night when fall seems over, but it wasn't when it was
He wasn't
it
yet.
wasn't yet winter. So he decided he would stay up. What Dennis didn't realize that what Dennis realized what Dennis did
Mhm.
not realize is that staying awake at night is hard when your body needs to sleep. He tried everything he could not he could think of to stop himself from falling asleep. He he tried counting wolves. If counting sheep makes you sleep. When
Then counting wolves must surely do the opposite. Uh-huh. But
but
unfortunately,
unfortunately it made him even more tired. He starts to suspect that it is the counting and the choice of animals that made people sleep. He he tried holding his eyelids open, but he but that was difficult, and together together
and
odd
all
looking,
together are
even
looking.
he even tried doing math problems in his head to stay awake. But the only thing more boring than solving math problems is trying to think of math problems to solve.
Mhm.
Dennis was about to get ready to give up when he heard a faint squeak from his hamster Charlie.
I wonder why Dennis wanted to stay up.
I'm
I think
wondering too. If we read out the story, we'll find
we'll
out.
find out. All right, let's see what's next. So he went over to Charlie's cage, but it was empty. Dennis followed the sounds of squeaking until he found Charlie on the floor, looking behind the dresser. Dennis noticed that something back there was throwing things at Charlie. Paper clips, balls of paper, and even some Legos were flying in Charlie's direction as he squeaked. "What's there, Charlie?" Dennis asked as he picked up the hamster and peered around behind the dresser. When he saw What he saw made him wonder if he had actually fallen asleep and not realized it. It's a gnome," he said. "No bigger than Charlie and no smaller. The gnome wore a yellow shirt, a tiny pair of green pants, and pointy hat. Had it not been for the pointy hat, Dennis might not have recognized it as a gnome. But gnome or not, it was being quite rude to Charlie." Your next person.
Why are you throwing things at my hamster?
No.
Goni,
No.
at
Uh-huh.
Nomi,
Yes, gnome.
at
We know we see a G there, so it's GNOME, but the G is silent, so it's gnome. Okay.
Nomi. Yes,
Yes, gnome.
exactly. Dennis asked Dennis, why do you keep a suspicious bee as
Vicious.
a pet? Human asked the Benoni. Charlie was very vicious, answered Dennis. Yes, he is, and he started. Charlie squeaked in
In protest.
protest. More importantly, why are you in my room, Gumi? Mo, Noni,
No.
Dennis,
Uh-huh. Asked Dennis.
at Dennis.
That is highly classified information, human.
Man,
Mhm.
my name is not human. It is Dennis. He said angrily. I already know your name. And for your information, gummies have names
Gnomes have
too.
names too. Okay.
Dennis didn't say anything for a moment, and neither did the gummy. It was an awkward silence for everyone except Charlie, who, a neutral, had fallen asleep shortly after Dennis picked him up.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking for a picture to show you what a gnome looks like. This is what a gnome looks like. Can you see?
No, Auntie Vashti,
Can you see now?
I still can't see.
Really? I don't understand why you can't see. Let me bring it up bigger. This is what a gnome looks like.
Oh, they look like one of the trolls thingies.
One of the what?
The trolls.
Oh, okay, yes. So that's how a gnome look. What a gnome looks like. It has the red hat, and this look like something you'll see during Christmas season. All right. So let's see what's next. Well, what is your name then? Asked Dennis. It's DC, and I suppose, said DC. I should thank you for saving me from the beast, said DC. Dennis was still having trouble thinking of the furry little hamster who was snoring in his hands as a beast, but he still replied, You're welcome anyway. You were supposed to be asleep hours ago, said DC, and now you've seen me. This is bad. This is very bad. I have no choice but to bring you back to the factory. What factory? Asked Dennis. The Dream Factory, answered DC. The gnome crawled up the dresser and opened up Dennis's sock drawer. He rummaged through until he found the sock he was looking for. Oh, I lost the other sock to that pair, said Dennis shyly. Oh, you're next now, Carson.
What shouldn't?
No, well, you're at I wouldn't say lost, replied DC as he climbed inside the sock and disappeared. Do you see that part?
Yes, Auntie Vashti.
Okay, so Dennis was astonished.
Dennis was Dennis
Dennis was
was
astonished.
astonished
Mm-hmm.
when he saw the DC crawl into the socks. Now now he was gone. He picked up the socks and looked inside, but there was nothing
Nothing.
in there. A moment later, DC came crawling back out, tugging a large piece of cloth behind him. You see, said DC, the only way to get to the dream factory is by
By
socks.
sock. Mm-hmm.
You ke- you go in one socks and come out the other. Since you are a human, you can't fit in a regular socks. So I bought our fra- fragile sock with me. As he spoke, DC pulled out the socks of a size of a bed. It was huge. Socks was made up of many small socks screwed together. Socks? How can I go in one socks and come out of another? Asked Dennis.
It's simple, DC said. Every sock was created with an identical mate, another sock that is naturally connected to it, too. That it's naturally connected to. Just like you have 2 feet that are separate but are both connected to each other through you. Well, the socks we use to travel are connected through magic. Wow. All we have to do is get one sock. Usually we take them from the washer or dryer and then we can create a passageway to its partner sock. Dennis was still confused, confused in the way you are when a gnome tells you your socks are magic. What is this? Okay, so the last part is not as simple. It's handled by your auto socks magical recalibration division, and the guys who work there are an odd bunch. Anyway, the result is that you go in one sock and you will always come out the other. This sounds so weird, right, Carson?
Yes, Auntie Vashti.
The way we can travel from the factory to your home with ease. But that doesn't tell me anything. Like, why do you need to come out here at all? And what is it? What is it? What is at this factory? Asked Dennis.
Ah, said DC, holding open an hum egg,
Enormous.
egg,
No.
enormous socks. Climbed inside. You're about to find out. Dennis crawled inside the huge socks nervously. It was dark, but smellier, smelled much nicer than he had ever imagined it would. Had it smelled like it smelled anything like his father's socks,
He would have turned around immediately.
he would turn around immediately. Dennis didn't get far before he started to
To
slide.
hide.
It
He
he slid for what seemed like a minute, going faster and faster until he flew out into a large room onto a huge pillow of pillows. DC was already in the room beside the pillows, ready to greet him.
okay. What do you think of this story, Parson?
Very weird.
Yes. Imagine somebody telling you that you can go inside a sock or go inside both socks, or imagine someone tells you that. What would you say
That's
to them?
very weird.
Yeah, because we can't fit in any socks. We can only put our
Because our
feet.
feet in socks.
Right. So this is very weird, as you said. Uh, so we didn't well, the story didn't tell us why Dennis was trying to steal, but I guess he stayed up, and some weird things happened. But that is the end of our story. It's Dennis and the Dream Factory. I wonder if he's having a dream. Wonder if he fell asleep, person, and this is what his dream is like. Because this could,
Maybe.
I don't know, but guess what? We'll find out next week because the story continues, right? So this is just part of the story, and I guess we'll find out more about it next week. So we'll see if it was actually a dream, you know?
Sounds
We'll
rational.
see if Dennis was actually in a dream. All right. So that was our story for today, Dennis and the Dream Factory. And of course, Parson, every day is a day.
Day.
Right. And today is a
Be a
millionaire.
millionaire
Um,
day.
be a millionaire day. When you think of being a millionaire, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Do you think you'd want to be a millionaire?
Yes, Auntie Vashti.
Okay, what's the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear that word?
When I hear that word, it's like you're gonna have lots of meat and your mom's gonna be rich and everyone is gonna like treat you very nice than how you were.
Well, it's no. Guess what, Parson? When you're a millionaire, that means you'll have money. You'll be rich. That's what it means. So don't would you want to have money?
Yes.
Yeah. So it could be the ability to buy whatever you want when you're a millionaire person. You can travel the world, you can do anything, when you're a millionaire. So whatever your personal dreams may be, let's all celebrate National Be a Millionaire on the 20th of May, which is today, by doing at least one thing that makes us feel like a million. Try these things, get a spa treatment, test drive on a car, or at the very least, treat yourself to special cocktail or coffee. The point is, while you're on your way to becoming a millionaire, focus on whatever it is that makes you feel rich. Do you have anything, or do you do anything that makes you feel rich?
Swimming.
Swimming makes you feel rich. Okay, so here are some activities that we can do on the day, person. You can make a list of steps. Do you need to take some classes? Do you need to take a look at your retirement portfolio? What could you do now to set yourself up for success later? Don't start off with something hard. Think of some of simple steps that will pay off. You can also take a class, learning the ins and outs of uh, 401ks, whatever it is. You can, take a class and use, you can also use helpful apps. So everyone knows that once you have $1 million, you will have to know how to manage all that cash. Start now by downloading an app that tracks all your bank accounts so that you can easily keep track of your money. Getting practice will help you when you have millions to manage. So Parson, suppose I give you $1 million today, what would you use it to do? What's the first thing you would buy if I give you $1 million?
A house.
A house. Okay. What else would you buy?
A car.
A car.
How would you
Okay.
get around things?
Say that
And
again.
uh,
Say that again.
when I said the car, you were saying, "Oh, I was telling you that if you never had a car, how would you be going around? You can't just be stopping taxis, and when they see that you're how rich you are, they'll pay taxes up and up,
Oh, okay. So you said you'll get a house and a car.
and a big swimming pool,
And a bit because you love to swim.
and a
So
big
you'd put.
and
Hmm.
I would probably buy I'll probably buy hmm,
And
I'll
that's
probably
why
buy a whole field to run on
a whole what? A field
to run
to
on.
run. Oh, to run on. Okay. That's why, person, I couldn't give you the 1 million alone, because 1 million alone couldn't buy all of that. So you'd have to give you a lot of millions so you could buy all your house, your car, and that's why what? One day you're going to be a millionaire, right?
That's interesting.
All right. So today is Be a Millionaire Day, because every day is a day, and interestingly, today's Be a Millionaire Day. So, of course, Parson, we have a thought for the day. And the thought for the day is education.
Education.
Go on.
Education is the passport of Education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to who to those who prepare for it today.
So it says education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. And that is from Malcolm X. Okay, so thank you to our producer Timoy. So do you have are you what are you going to do for the rest of the day?
Probably study
Mm.
and then one city.
Okay, what which subject are you going to study today?
Spellings.
Spellings, okay. Tell me,
Easy
give
French.
spell one word from your spelling list for me. Or say the word first. Give me one word from your spelling list.
Prepare.
Prepare. Okay, spell it for me.
Prepare.
I hope you're not looking at the paper,
No,
Parison.
Auntie Vashti.
Okay, great. Good job. Clap yourself. Good job, Parison. Great. So, all the best with studying, okay? And enjoy the
Thank
rest of
you.
your day. Thank you so much for joining. And thank you to our small people for listening. And have yourself a wonderful day. Thanks for sticking and staying with the Small People Show. Of course, we have tomorrow's Edu Fantastic, so stay tuned. All right, Parson, so we'll talk again. Whoosh, we are
Out of
out of
here.
here.